So Erisco Foods Limited is the only Nigerian company that has demonstrated the capacity of Nigeria to produce and export high-quality tomato paste to any part of the world, as projected on CNN since about 3 months now.
Hello viewers, welcome to another edition of 30 Minutes. With us today is Chief Dr. Umeofia, President, Chief Executive Officer of Erisco Foods Limited. He shares with us his views on industry and other aspects of the Nigerian economy. Erisco Foods has been in operation for many years now in manufacturing in Nigeria. Would you be pleased to share with us what your experience has been over these years?
Thank you very much. Well, we thank God that He's still seeing us through to this point. The experience has been sweet and sour, in most part sour, because of the area we found ourselves, called Nigeria, that is not interested in developing and supporting manufacturing, particularly to their indigenous people. The story or the problem is too enormous that we cannot be able to explain even in the next 2 hours interview. However, there's no how we can do, any country can move forward anywhere in the world without industrialization and supporting industry and their own people. Industry support should not end up with people that think they are portfolio manufacturers. And that is what we seem to be seeing in this country. Even since we have been shouting, nobody seems to be hearing me. But today, the implication of all I've been saying is happening. Because if you don't support your own people to invest in your own country, you're supporting others to exploit you. It's normal. Most of businessmen across the world, they are looking for where there is a hole, a bit hole for them to manipulate the country. And Nigeria happens to be good step, good land for them. Even though our government, our system is highly interested in industrialization, and they are doing their best, not that they are not doing at all, but their best is yet to come, because manufacturing is technical by choice, by zeal, and by interest, not by education. And manufacturing requires, just like you want to go to university, you require minimum of 5 credits. But here, people that have 1 credit is pushing the want to go to university, call industrialization. It's not possible until the all-inclusive. If you have English, you need maths, you need the physics to be able to go to university. But here, we are yet to recognize that. I'm thinking the economy can be moved and move forward without manufacturing particularly. I've got experience in this manufacturing over years, and it pains me a lot that we continue to say we have no work. But the president himself needs everyone to be working, and we're supposed to be giving work to every Nigerian, because God blessed us a lot with everything we think of, even human being. If not, how can our Nigerian people make an impact in other countries of the world? Which means we are the architect of our own problem by our own people. If, for example, government focus on industry, since I'm shouting these things, we have been in a place, manufacturing range that we didn't expect. Not that when you make 5% out of 10, you think you succeeded because you're happy. There's no 5%. There wasn't 5% before. Now you are making 5 out of 100. We are still, some people are making 90. We need a distinction in industry. We have to get it. And we have the people, we have the zeal, but we don't have enough support. Because those foreigners that is here succeeded already, still succeeding to convince our people that what matters is not economic power, rather political. That's why our people is more interested in securing their political or facilities in the state. For example, if I want to be a governor in any state now, in Oyo or in Kano, that is not my state, all of them will say, don't we have enough people? I wonder now, if you cannot allow me to be a Kano state governor by now, or your state governor by now, you allow people, foreigners, to come and take over our economy. That is more important than the power you are looking for. So if our people actually focus 20% of their energy that they're spending on politics on our industry, we have been industrialized nation by now. Okay. And why I'm crying is that every day, come here before 7, you see more than 100, 200 young boys want to work. I can't continue giving them work on a daily basis because I don't have enough space. Even me, that is giving the work, are not supported to give more. I would love to give by now more than 20,000. I have only about 2,000. Even that 2,000, what I produce, because of the fact that our system supports unknowingly, I can say this one, knowingly or unknowingly, anyone they want, let them choose. But the support they are giving to so-called manufacturers, portfolio manufacturers, they are using it to create their own, they support their own country, bringing all the finished goods back to Nigeria. I have many of them as experience. If you give them money, some people will deliberately come to Nigeria just to make one single production to claim that it's producing. Then get support from this country's financial system. They go back and use the money to continue to bombard this nation with imports. Erisco Food, since inception, has never imported any finished product of any food. Okay. We made the resolve that anything we are going to send in this country must be what we manufacture. Okay. And we have been keeping to our words. Thank God that God is helping us. I have been a loyal person in this country. I have been making sure that Erisco Food, as a person, I am loyal to my country. That's why I'm wearing native dress anywhere. You cannot find me outside my house without any native dress. That's number one. I'm loyal to my country, not by verbal. Because it's inside me, God is also supporting us. I have never imported any food product, but almost all the companies in this country, companies that claim to be in the same line or other lines with us, they camouflage with made in Nigeria, but intentionally, inside them, they know what they are doing. And if I were government, I would think, I gave you so much support before. Let me go to market and find what you are saying. Let them go and check. Made in China, made in foreign. Yet they claim only if you can see made in Nigeria. Anybody that see made in foreign on a Erisco product by my company or by indirect should take me to court. I'm loyal to this country, and I thank God, God is helping us. But effort of Erisco alone is nothing. And for the fact that the system does not support us, we are determined to succeed. That's why we've been making inroads now. Go to market, people that the system, financial supported, much more, even up to $50 million. We are doing better than them in the market.
Okay, sir. You talked about, you use an analogy of 5 credits.
Yes.
To gain admission into the university.
Yes.
Can you explain what that means in this area of manufacturing? Which companies or which entities are there that do not have 5 credits, but they are involved in manufacturing? Is that what we are referring to?
I have 2 meanings to that. 2 in terms of our own system that controls our economy. Some of them will have their own professional where they are. And they don't want to bring other people that know that a manufacturing area better than them. Okay. So that they can work together. Okay. They are now thinking that their own system, only one credit can take them to university. And it's not possible. We've been trying it 60 years. It's not working in this country. Okay. The other one is the other way around, that people that they support mostly because they don't know what is manufacturing. They love theory evidences, not practical evidences. Look at it on the ground, practical. Go to market and see our product. Come to our factory and see our product. Okay. I challenge them to go to those factories they give support many years. That's why Nigerian economy is not moving. That's why, because all the money has been technically just like washing up back to the country. And if CBN open up how much money they are giving to support the industry, you will surprise why the money is. So because we don't control, other countries will make sure, my friend, we have your record. What are you doing? They will go and invite manufacturers to come for support.
Okay.
Not going to office, if you don't know that connection, they will not listen to you. For me, I'm not interested to go anywhere. I will be here doing my impact, supporting the government the way I know is better, which is via manufacturing. But after this president leave office, I don't know whether I can continue to put subsidy to my country here because I want of Nigeria. Nigeria will not kill me. I don't want Nigeria to die. I don't want to die.
Thank you for that, sir. Nigerian government has put in place a policy aimed at stopping importation of foreign tomato pests and making us self-sufficient. What is your response to that, sir, from your experience?
Yeah, thank you. Practically, government have done very well, excellently well there. And the tomato has been banned in entire pack. But the problem is that to implement that ban are becoming so difficult.
Okay.
Number one is that, for example, rice that government has been enforcing to prevent from coming in, very good for us to be self-sufficient in rice. What about the tomato that is the Mr. and Mrs. of rice? They relax, and in tomato we lose more money because tomato is perishable. Every year you cultivate, it wastes. So why are we not focusing attention to that? For example, now the factory, I'll take you to my factory. We have no space of goods. All our 6 warehouses are full because foreigners imported, those foreigners and those smugglers imported finished goods to sell last Christmas, and up till now it's still in stock. So they benched us because their own is cheaper, though their quality is not as recognized by NAFDAC. The same NAFDAC that didn't recognize their quality, that has no business, have never been to there and tell them or tell Nigerians this tomato are banned or this one is not good for health. Despite their report that 91.1% of all imported products are fake and substandard. And these people are seriously making big money. To Nigerians that doesn't know what intrigues in tomato. And they are buying they gradually. The one that is healthy for them, the Erisco product, the Erisco, Najiko, or Rigico, we produce for years and can stamp there, and universities have tested, just have tested that is okay. They say it's costly. What do I do? Producing, losing money. I have been putting subsidy like government in this product, just with the intention that it's going to be good. Next month after next month, next month after next month. Then we have limit what we can do. Hence, government that is a controller refuse to, or not, or is yet to, not refuse. If I say, I don't know whether their attention has been yet to do the needful here, manufacturing of food product will be difficult. In tomato alone, if government has backed their policy with actions, rather, we are being punished for producing in this country. I don't know the irony of this country, economic planners. Being punished, for example, a country where tobacco, duty to import tobacco smoking, cigarette, and the clearing is easier, less duty than to import my raw material and that are supposed to use to, I'm using for my tin tomatoes. Or it's cheaper than medical equipment. It's unbelievable. No economy, no manufacturing can succeed on that one. Yet in China, they gave tomato exporters rebate of 15% for leaving China. They don't meet here. Our government has not given us any rebate. Rather, they are punishing or putting more importation policies. I tell you, I spend more money to clear my raw materials than to import the finished products. If not because I made up my mind, I can never. It's easier for me to make more money from there. And any country that is easy to make more money for importation, industry is just waste of time. They are not talking on verbally. Practical cannot be there, no matter how they want to pretend. Because I'm just waiting, believing God, that this government I have confidence in that I will support will still do the needful. If they do, we continue. If they don't do, by next government, we will know what to do again. But it's difficult now. I cry when I go to my factory. Every product, even the forklifts are being jamming the product because we don't know where to park again. I suppose they are producing another. They go to China, they pay them money before they produce for them. I come here, I produce, I send to market, I give them credit, yet they say it's costly. How do I do? It's difficult in this country. If this thing is not changed, the impact is going to be heavy. When we talk much, they say most of the people in this manufacturing that is not complaining indigenous, the person must have be among the people that is surely taking our money away, camouflaging with Nigerian made. But because I'm only Nigerian made focus, and that's what my factory is set up for, I keep complaining that I'm not doing well, and it's not well for this country. If people like us are not supported, we have the technology. We've been running without even single Chinese. We've been maintaining our machine. Money to get our spare parts is difficult from bank. So how do we expect a time hand, my leg, you want to run? It's not possible. Or you want us to go to Nigeria. I think Nigeria is among the ones that want to go to heaven without dying. They want to be alive and go to heaven. Without manufacturing, this country, I'm sorry, I'm crying for them. And it's easy for us to do. To manufacture in this country, government will have, what they have done, go by people that they register, open their own record, monitor people that claim to be manufacturers, bring them back to their system. Anytime I want to make intervention, intervene direct to them, not they intervene to them. Not that you intervene people that come up yesterday, I do this one, I'm an international company here, they love international company. Can't we grow? International companies somewhere. Their country supported them. Here, our country is against me, against us. Why are you producing? That is the thing. Stop so that they will fraud here with every product. We are saving Nigeria big money already. Not until I do to export. We're supposed to have exporting tomato by now. Tomato paste is something that Nigeria should have exporting by now. But alas, we don't care. I tell you, it's a more than $2 billion business. If we're honest, they don't care for that, and we eat well from it. If we leave this country to only people that's important, then one day you will go to a health checkup, you supply what you see. But God forbid, we continue striving to make sure we defend our country, we defend our conscience because of our passion in this business.
Okay, thank you, sir. And talking about costs, where are these high costs coming from in your manufacturing processes? Can you mention some of these areas where you experience high costs?
Almost every area. From raw materials that we don't produce in this country, you will import them. The duty on them that in Ghana here is 0%. In Nigeria here is 17.5% to get any raw material, minimum raw material. 10% to 15%, 20. Even my own raw material is 20%. Like this tin plate, we don't do it in this country. The duty there is 20%. But on finished goods, the duty are cheaper. If you use it to make finished goods, it will be cheaper for you than to import the only raw material you have. It's not ironic. It's unbelievable in this country. So that's why if the system knows they don't know how to do manufacturing, they will bring people that know manufacturing. Line by line, we tell them where and what that this country needs to progress. And they ignored it. These foreigners that love us too much, that give us plenty loan, let them give us loan to the industry. They will not. Because this is a dumping ground. Until ratified. Is it from there? Is it by tax? Is it by port? That they do what they like in the port, the shipping companies? A lot of areas. So producing in this country is already, you are near to the door of hell. And until it's changed, and when government want to make policy, they should leave those ones that have succeeded much, that their pocket is okay. Go to average people. Come, tell me what we need. That is how Malaysia, Indonesia, China is doing their own. Okay. We must change this nation to progress. We don't have reason to say we have unemployment. When we have available land, when we have everything it takes to be rich country, and the rich, you see your children on the street, they can't walk, and I can support them with job. I have no facility. I have no they didn't give him money on normal rate. They didn't give me foreign exchange. But thank God, for 3.5 to 4 years now, no EV intervention, no support from any financial institution of this country. Yet, we are doing better than those they supported. Okay. How can they justify it? I challenge them. Let them come and show me their product on the market. Because we love their country. They don't understand what is different from being you love your country, you have the passion for your country, than 99% businessman on the street. Most of the intervention of foreign exchange they bring in this country, I'm sure 5% is not working in this country. 5%, if it's 5%, we thank God. But they don't know what is happening. We in the business, we know what they are doing. If you near them, they will not believe you. Because they say you are local, you are a Nigerian man. Unless you become foreigner by color or by portfolio or can deceive them, they will believe you. They call it ignorance. Or I don't know what I can call this one. In any country, there is need to bring all together for economy to move forward. Any person on this area of professionalism will contribute to this country. But they have been doing it one-sided all along. If CBN open up what they have done, programs, how can you support agriculture without manufacturing, without processing, without proper support to the people that have taken it from them? In fact, in China country or in Malaysia, we are the one to give this soft loan to the smaller manufacturers or the smaller manufacturers around us or even farmers. Because we know them by name, we target our program, we target our production with them. The government will come in there, give them 60%, 70% will run away. What is their business is not even the target, the money. The one is their business, not even the project. If they tell them that we are still existing today, some of them, they will not believe it. Because what they have done to us, no country will support. I thank God I'm having my support from my foreign investment. That's why I keep going still, waiting for 2023 for Buhari to either go, or if he finishes his tenure, then I consider going out, closing down, or continue. It depends.
Okay, so talking about off-taking, what is your relationship with the tomato farmers in the north, for example, in Kebbi, in Kano, maybe Gombe, and so on?
In this country, we are among Erisco Foods. Is the first company, first ever, that approached Kano State government to give them farm for tomato. First. When others are important, say it's not possible, I was the one that says it's possible. Okay. So we approached them for support. Alas, the system of finance don't understand what we are talking about. No support. So now we study it and see that our capital will only carry us to our own tomato processing plants. We continue to buy from markets, from farmers. We don't invest, we have our own land that we are going to invest when we have enough capacity to do that. Hence, the government is limiting us. We are limiting ourselves because all the effort we made in the past has cost us dead decision. We lost big money already. So if I want to go again now, and then it's with my age now, I'm aging, not when I was younger. So until government wants things to work well, and it's clear and proven that they want to work well, I've been telling. Otherwise, as you see me, very contented human being. And I've registered my effort with God, and Nigeria knows my position that I have tried my best. And if the owner of the house, which is government, tell you, system, not even government, tell you, I don't need your services, what you can do? Just be on your own. That's why I'm doing like this. I'm respecting the authority because why I was struggling a lot before and still tomorrow is because the president himself wants Nigeria to move forward and love all the industry to work. In Nigeria today, 45 to 50% of all the regional manufacturers are not doing well. And the government things are working well because some will go and manipulate their way, tell you they are doing well. They are closing down. And once you hit people that I'm in business with together, some people I lend them money to start business. They are doing important. Today they are billionaires. Would they like to live where they are making free money, come back to where I'm shouting everything? See my hair, green hair, because I love my country. But God records it for me. Alhamdulillah, I thank God for today. If not, if not for humanity that we are doing, there's no how I will still be in this manufacturing. Hence, I have zeal. I beg them to support. They didn't support. Rather, they take my proposal I gave them to give others. All of them, they satirized me. They are not doing well today, and they cannot do well. Because what they did is not correct. They don't know it. We know. We study it. We spend money to study it. We spend money. I myself went for study. Make sure that I want to help Nigerians to cut all the seeds of tomato, and others will follow. They don't allow to do that. They claim that they know better. Today, what is happening? We are still square one. Even some people say they are going to be producing year in, year out. Where are they today? Anyway, only time already proving that what I said before. And to be fair to CBN now, they are now listening when it's late. This 100 by 100 they are doing is good. But I tell you, we need 1,000 by 1,000. 100 by 100 is nonsense now. It's already, time has overtaken it. Okay. And if you don't give them and support them fully, if I don't have money to buy my raw materials, how do you expand? And government is not looking at how many industries are closed down. They're looking at what you must do to, what of the one. If the Igbo people have one proverb, if the first child is not working, the second one cannot fly. So why must you continue putting money to the system that you know is going to drain in 2-3 years' time? So let all the ones that they put money for continue to work well. You cannot see more than 1% industry in China or Asia that is not working. It's not possible. Because once somebody has good intention for the country will see that one as project for progression of the country. Not as it's not me a risk again. Because if they target me, I'm comfortable already. What are people impact I want to make? They don't forget about that one. All money is in the bank and nobody goes with his money, including Dangote and or whoever is making money. What we want to know is what the impact your money is making from the bank where it is. Not your money again. So, and they don't allow us to demonstrate what we can, the talent we have. If I'm to be in another country, I'll be billionaire in dollars. Because God gave us a lot of things, a lot of determination, a lot of thinking, a lot of sensing to control this factory for years without support. It's not easy, but I thank God.
Wow, thank you very much, sir, for that. We expect that in our own time, what you are hoping for will come to pass.
Inshallah.
And so with that, viewers, we have come to the end of this edition. Thank you for viewing. Bye-bye.